All right, greetings everyone. It is I, Umber here today to talk to you about the recap of the live stream that happened, and thankfully it was a live stream that mattered. We don't get to say this too often. A lot of the live streams are really boring and really convoluted and bloated with a bunch of stuff that doesn't really overly matter too much, and that was only somewhat true this evening. So let's take a look at the Fan Festa stuff, starting of course with the announcement of the September 14th character, which is Ibara. Now, Ibara will be coming to JP on September 14th. She will be the mid-month character for JP, leading into the month of October. So, spooky things continue to happen, starting with the Oban Festival community event that has now gone into basically this and into the Halloween event in late October. And for globalers who are curious, we're not 100% sure if she will be buffed on JP or not. We'll talk about that in a second, but basically everything that we saw on live stream basically indicated that she was probably going to be more or less the same, with one exception that we did see on stream, and that was the farming of her weapon. Her weapon seems to be that she will be capable of being farmed. I believe on global it was not, unless I've been misled. But I think that this is going to be an incredibly similar story to what we saw with Elena on the JP side. Elena effectively came out, her weapon was farmable through a raid. Here it is just going to be farmable through a stage. And from that, oh look, there's 100 yen in my pocket. That's nice. That's where the main buffs for Elena happened, her weapon effectively getting improved there. I think this will be the exact same story with this. The only curious thing I wonder is whether the weapon will be generally overall better. Now, this was the main piece of news that was pertaining to the game for the month of September, but it was not the only thing. So we are going to go over here to the video, and we are going to just skip ahead, and we are going to check out what was I would consider to be the major announcement of the evening.
改めて見ますが、9月14日登場予定となりますので、ぜひ皆さんよろしくお願いいたします。お願いします。
はい。それでは、続きましてですね、次のラインナップ。
次の。
We are just a little bit out.
ちょっと前からちょいちょい情報を出させていただいて。
All right, so here is the big news for basically probably the rest of the year. I present to you the new Warriors of the... Timing's a little bit off. Crystal, please enjoy this video presentation.
どこまでも不快な想像しさよ。だが間もなくだ。我らが望む世界の訪れは近い。
闇の静寂に包まれし夜こそが私の時間。深淵に潜みし闇の間。
I present to you Rafu. Perene.
こんなゴミゴミした街で人探しとかめんどくさ。じゃあ私たち騙されちゃったの？
あんなのが僕らの敵なの。
さあ、目覚めよ国民。
使命だって言ってんの。邪魔しないで。
And Earth.
呪われた我が左手に宿りし 血と破壊を渇望する暗黒の衝動はそろそろ自分でも抑えられない。ファイナルファンタジーブレイブエクスピアス幻影戦争。イエスイエス、決まったでしょうこれ。
All right, so there you have it. Starting on the 14th of September, we are going to be starting the new Another Story here on the JP side, and it will be following within the appropriate time scheme to global. So yeah, just scrolling down a little bit, here is the main thing. It is called Void and the Darkness. So darkness obviously referring to our main character from part 2. However, we have 3 other characters that we were not expecting, and these will be our 3 antagonists. And before you ask, Umbra, yes, I can confirm that these characters do be looking to be heading towards the gacha when the timing is appropriate. Although, you know, you look at anniversary or the start of next year, they could be the start of something new and something very powerful. So yeah, on the JP side, we did get a little bit of the story details, which I'm going to keep out of this video for the sake of people who don't want to be spoiled too much about what's going on in the story. But here are 3 characters. So Perene, Rafu, and Rurugia. So we'll take a look at all 3 of them in due time. But for people who are curious, this is the official Warrior of the Crystal of Water. Astoria no longer counts. So yes, Perene will be a water strike type character. Rafu will be a dark, piercing style character. So Kame people, rejoice. And last but not least, Rurugia is going to be a earth elemental range projectile character. You can see the gun in the bottom right corner there. So strike, pierce, and gun. Really happy to see 3 incredibly different looking characters in terms of damage types and in terms of potential capabilities. And girl, boy, if people are curious, I guess. And last thing to note, Umbra's favorite, water. Absolutely. I love the water girl. I love her flow design of everything like that, but the dark character looks good. All 3 of these look great. So scrolling down, Rafu is considered to be a bit of a lazy character, which is kind of great for people out there who are really into just that lazy girl. Well, here you go. Rafu is that. Next up, Perene is described as being a generally cheerful girl who can get angry very, very quickly. She is like super tight, close friends with Rafu. So you've already seen in the trailer there that the 2 of them look to be as thick as thieves and definitely friendly with one another. So I'm really looking forward to that. And last but not least, Rurugia is considered to be a bit of a like laid back style character, but he has apparently another side to him. So all 3 of these characters looking really interesting, and I'm quite happy. And here you go, the official artwork for these 3, our antagonists for this time. And you'll note that the one on the right, we have a name for him, which is Biega. And we can already ascertain what their weapon types will be. So axe could be potentially a spear, but I do believe from what we saw in the trailer that it will be an axe-based character. On the left looks to be daggers. You can see them, one right here and one right here. So it looks to be kind of a dual-wieldy sort of dagger assassin type character. We do not know her name at this point. And last but not least, the central character looks to be a mage type character, but they're all very non-elemental based characters, which could mean that they are just going to be non-elemental characters. They could be void element, I don't know, but very excited to see. And also, because a new Gundam series is coming out next month, I want to throw out Gundam 00, the Thrones characters, Ein, Zwei, and Drei. What was it? Nina, Johan, and Damn, I'm going to mess that up. Someone in the comments is going to have to pick up the slack on that one. But anyway, incredibly excited for these. And of the three, I'm going to say that the middle dude is definitely the one that I am the most curious about, but all three of them look really good. I know someone has already told me that she is a favorite of theirs, so there you go. Next up was just that with the whole launching of another story part 2, there will be a couple campaigns with triple drops, as well as looks like some bonuses for people who are going to be in from those time periods. So that's all great stuff. Now, to close out basically the rest of the live stream, we have a little bit of FanFesta news, where FanFestas were held in 3 different locations: Nagoya, Osaka, and Tokyo. And from there, we just got a little bit of voting. This voting doesn't mean anything. It's just kind of favorite characters. So in the middle is Osaka, on the right is Tokyo, and on the left is Nagoya. And same situation here, where they were just asking people where I think they spend the most time / what their favorite stuff is. And Final Fantasy collaboration came pretty high in 2 places, but not in Tokyo. So what the shit, Tokyo? From there, we basically just had a very little bit of the tournament, where we got just a single match, and it wasn't even really that great. But, you know, it was content. It just took too long to get there. Next up, we got a reminder that Tokyo Game Show live stream will be happening on the 17th, and we'll probably have some more details for everyone who wants to attend, probably dealing with 3rd anniversary and another story, if I had to guess. And that's what we can look forward to. Other than that, there was this to do with the time schedule, which hasn't changed too much at all. And down here we got some presents from the guys to do with raising characters and whatnot. So always happy to see those. And that basically was our entire live stream. So if I was to just give my overall impressions, this was really great, because it started off with Ibara, which was like, okay, I guess we kind of knew this was going to happen eventually. And then we just got more than I could have ever hoped for to do with another story. It's great that they're not teasing so much this time. It means that these 3 characters are pretty much decided, and probably will just be boom, boom, boom the next 3 months. Now, I'm 99.9% sure that Dark will be coming first, Water will be coming second, and Earth will be coming last, which is good news, because Earth could be just the strongest of the 3 of them, maybe, but we'll see. Definitely the Dark character and the Water character are going to be my highest priorities, but Earth would be great if I just get really lucky to actually snag all 3 of them, if I could. But this was one of the showstoppers for sure. These dark / void elemental characters just have such a great style to them. I really like the way they have a differentiated design from all the characters we've kind of seen thus far. And yeah, so I mean, tell me in the comments below which are your favorites of the 3 of each of the trios. You have to, if you're going to comment, you have to say who your 3 favorite, or who your favorites are, who your favorite is from these 3, and who your favorite is from these 3, even if we don't know them. But for me, I'll go first, Perene and middle guy. So yeah, great little bit of live stream, and we'll see what comes next week with Tokyo Game Show. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Take care. See you next time.